Welcome to Spidell's California Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane. This week we're covering LLC fee late payment notices for 2022 that some taxpayers have only recently received. Spidell's 2024 summer tax webinar will provide the perfect mid-year refresher on topics tax professionals are asking about. Topics covered include maximizing business tax credits, understanding the tax treatment of rental property, and more. Sign up for morning or afternoon sessions at caltax.com under webinars. Many LLCs have recently been receiving late payment notices for the 2022 tax year, and tax professionals have been questioning these notices because they either believe that the 2022 tax payments qualified for the disaster payment relief, or they're unclear why the notices are just being sent now. Remember that, unlike for other entities, the LLC annual tax and the estimated fee are due during the current taxable year. This means that the 2022 LLC annual tax, which was due April 15, 2022 for calendar year filers, and the 2022 LLC estimated annual fee, which was due June 15, 2022 for calendar year filers, do not qualify for the California severe winter storm postponement that was available through November 16, 2023. However, any balance due for the 2022 LLC annual fee, which was due March 15, 2023 for calendar year filers, does qualify for the disaster-related postponement relief. As to why the notices are just being received now, the FTB stated that factors such as disaster relief and extended due dates delayed billings and caused it to hold business entity notices past the normal timeframes. This meant that a large volume of 2022 notices were sent within a very compressed period. The billing for the 2022 tax year is now up to date, and the FTB will resume issuing these notices as they work through the remaining 2022 tax returns. The LLC fee is prepaid and is due on the 15th day of the 6th month of the current taxable year, June 15, 2024, for calendar year LLCs. LLCs use Form FTB 3536 to remit the estimated fee. The estimated fee is required to be at least 100% of the current taxable year fee. If the taxpayer's payment is late or less than the amount owed, the FTB will assess an underpayment penalty. The underpayment penalty is 10% of the difference between the fee paid and the fee owed, but there is a prior year exception if the timely paid estimated fee is equal to or greater than the prior year's fee. The prior year exception applies to a new LLC, so no estimate is due for the first year. An LLC is also subject to a late payment penalty on any remaining unpaid fee if it's not paid by the due date of the return. The late payment penalty is 5% of the fee not paid by the due date of the return, plus 0.5% per month or part of the month that the fee remains unpaid up to 40 months, not to exceed 25%. The $800 LLC annual tax is due on the 15th day of the 4th month of the taxable year, generally April 15th, and is paid with Form FTB 3522. A first-year exemption from the annual tax applied to an LLC that organized or registered with the Secretary of State on or after January 1, 2021, and before January 1, 2024. However, to date, this exemption has not been extended. Also, an LLC is not subject to the annual tax if it did not do business in the taxable year and its taxable year was 15 days or fewer. This provision effectively grants a 15-day grace period for LLCs formed within the last 15 days of the first taxable year. An LLC is also not required to pay the $800 annual tax if it meets the following 3 requirements. It timely files a final return for the preceding taxable year, it does no business in California during the current year, and it files a certificate of dissolution, surrender, or cancellation with the Secretary of State before the end of the 12-month period beginning with the date the final return was filed. Spidell's California Tax Letter is a monthly newsletter that will ensure both you and your clients are up to date with California tax law changes. You can get subscription details and download a sample issue at caltax.com under Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Spidell's California Minute.